10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Stitch is short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Undercrush. Lock in.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. They'll run on first down. Blunt. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Alert, 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 alert. Alert, 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 alert. Stop.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Stop. 180. 51. Here we go, here we go. Strong right, strong right, strong right. Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Red, red, up. Switch, switch. Hey. Red, red, up. Watch the edge.
First down, a run with Cohen. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, When guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
He's checking.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Match 42. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Slam.
Move.
On first down, it's Cohen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the 24, Trubisky. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Mike Daniels. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ran, up. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Yep.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
18.
Jim.
On second down now. It's Cohen, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Blue there. Shift.
Rodgers throwing again. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
25, check 25, check 25. Check 50, check 50.
Red, up.
Mike's 50. And let's go.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
I'm going to come back to you. Shoot.
Red, up.
He's the Mike.
Hey, Delta, we ain't giving up nothing today.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, here we go.
On first down, Trubisky. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
Trubisky will throw. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now.
On third down, Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw is Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
His throw at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
They'll run forward, Tariq Cohen. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Check, check. Fresno.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down.
Check.
The left side throw complete to Adams.
2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
258.
So we have hit halftime of the 2019 opener from Chicago as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
They're running it. Back north. Wide, get wide.
On second down, it's Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check three.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right, and able to find Graham, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
It's a little bit different size than they're used to seeing in Chicago, playing the middle linebacker position. But undersized or not, his speed is absolutely overwhelming. And when he arrives with a thump. The city of broad shoulders loves Roquan Smith.
Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He was out.
Disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Blue, blue, blue.
Flare, flare, flare.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Go, go.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You move. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Alert, 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 alert. Bravo.
Here's Trubisky. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Packers who have the foot points. We begin quarter number 4.
Kelly, don't let Kelly. Kill, kill. Watch that, watch that, watch that. We are going.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 49 yards. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career. And he's going to need another one right now. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. It is a much smaller.
No impression. It's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same. And he's got the connection to the tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Packers. From 17 yards out, and the Packers have cut it back within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come left. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Trubisky up the game.
No matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Red, 18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now that critics football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Let's go.
At their own 15-yard line.
Check. With 18. Hey, flag.
Hey, alert 3. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, the reason his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
258. Right. Hey, 626. Hey, Alpha. 59 mark.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Watch block, motion, block. Teammate, check 43. Hey, switch gears.
Throwing is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bears take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 40. They start on the ground here with Blunt. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check curls. Switch.
Alert.
Again, here's Blunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Move. Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
You 58. Right now, you got 58.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 3.
Inside. To the 50. 5.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Go! 180!
Go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball. Joker, Joker. Joker, Joker. Watch twitch.
Alert, 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 alert!
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
At the 5-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 24!
Again, it's Cohen.
Go, go, go. Run, run.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And it's fielded at the 34. Nice job bringing that one back.
Play when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Done. 280!
56. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Hey, 74, 74!
56 to Mike.
Wait, good.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz completes it to Aguilar. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey.
Hey, ram!
Slam.
Wait, done.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The last catch nearly got him a 1st, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick up the 1st down with Adams. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go. Louis!
Rashid.
The great 57.
Once more, Adams on 1st down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Set. Ready?
Watch the out. Watch the out. Check, 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 check.
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Completes it right side to Dodson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15, but it's 3rd down.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, this is Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. down play.
Here we go. Here we go. Henry. 5-4. Rip left. Rip left.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Haskins. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They're going to need some therapy after this. 82, 82.
56, the mark, boys, 56.
Now Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's find 7.
57's the mic. 57.
Here's Wentz to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Trey 15. Trey 15. Kill.
Now Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Wentz. Aguilar has it. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Kill. Check it out, read.
On 1st down, it's Adams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At their 48-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
To throw, it's Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
A 2-yard pickup.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
57 to Mike.
Hey, forward, Tokyo!
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep. Man up, deep.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Shorty. 46 down, man, 5-4. 5.
Throwing on first is Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He takes it to the 15, a nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 15-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Great.
Again, here's Adams. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. On third down, they go with Adams. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
50 to Mike. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins going for the deep ball. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll hand it now to Geis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he will return this one to the 30-yard. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move it.
first and 10. It's Sanders. About 3 yards there to the 27.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Strong left, strong left, strong left. Hey, we got 4. We got
57.
Wentz going to throw. This complete left side to Aguilar. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Jam, 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 jam.
Throwing now is Wentz. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Right there. 54 Mike. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson.
Here we go.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Come on, AC data. Watch 54. Watch the curl.
On 2nd down and 4. Haskins eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, D. Check.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Mike 54.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Geis. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And it's third down.
The Redskins on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Haskins to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. Hopkins' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
2nd and 5 now. Haskins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Haskins will throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the ground, it's Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Haskins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
Check right 54. Right 54. Ain't no such thing.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, a 22. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go. 180.
Single. I got a left.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Everyone, you got 4 down.
Sunday. Hey, Delta.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Working from the gun, Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis in the final minute. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Go. 120. Kill.
Double top. 4 down. Alert. He's coming.
Buck. Double up. Here we go. Done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here we go. Back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's done right here.
Grip on 2. Come here.
Hey. 4 down.
To throw is Wentz. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Throwing now is Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Peterson. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Peterson out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Haskins to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Richardson. A gain of 15. 1st down, Redskins.
Here we go with Haskins. Complete. It's a rookie from Ohio State, Terry McLaurin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Shotgun now for Wentz. There's the first NFL catch for the former Stanford man, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Charlie!
Now Wentz. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
This is Geis, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
14, 82, 14.
56 to Mike.
Shift.
56 to Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. On first down, Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, this sack by Matt Ioannidis. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively, nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This to win it in overtime. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and we will play on here in overtime. Well, when you get that ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision, and the long field goal attempt here winds up lacking.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker, but he's going to leave you in a tough spot as well, because you give your opponents excellent field position to start their first drive.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now Haskins on first down. Out to the left, it's complete to Dixon.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd down, Haskins. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that will be it. And how about that to start a season?